Hello and welcome back to another video. And in this video, we are going to be discussing the failure of Pan Am. Ask anyone in this decade about Pan Am and most of them would have no idea about this wonderful international flight. However, I bet your grandpa could know a thing or two about Pan Am, which was way into the airline business by the 1960s. In today's video, we are going to understand the reason why Pan Am's existence is not known by anyone today. So stay tuned till the end. Welcome to Schematic World. This is Shantan Mukherjee helping you how to grow yourself today. If you are new here and want to learn more on how to develop entrepreneurial abilities, then start now by subscribing and clicking the bell notifications so that you never miss an update. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. The history. Originally founded as Pan American Airways, Pan Am was known to be the largest international air carrier and also the unofficial flag carrier for the United States from 1927 to 1991. Founded in 1927, Pan Am was originally an airmail and passenger service flying airline around Florida, Havana, Key West, and Cuba. Pan Am is noted for many key innovations for the airline industry, using jet aircrafts, computerized reservation systems, and even jumbo jets were few of the innovations that Pan Am had inculcated in the industry. Pan Am was also known to be one of the founding members of the International Air Transport Association. By using its blue logo and white uniform caps for its pilot, Pan Am soon became an icon of the 20th century. Marketing. World's most experienced airlines. This was the slogan used by the company when it was at its peak during the late 60s and the early 90s. By 1966, the airlines carried over 6.7 million passengers, and by 1968, Pan Am was responsible for flying around 150 jets to almost 86 countries except for Antarctica. During this time period, Pan Am flew a total of around 131,000 kilometers and had generated a total cash reserve of almost $1 billion. Launching the iconic Boeing 747. The iconic Boeing 747 that we know of today was a launch done by Pan Am for a staggering $525 million on the 25th of April 1966. The same aircraft was also used for the travel requirements for the First Lady Pat Nixon during the 1970s. Fallout from the 1973 oil crisis. Following the success of the Boeing 747, Pan Am started to invest heavily on this aircraft, thinking that this might be the gateway for their success. But least did they know that the economic depression would hit them hard. Slowly but steadily, the oil crisis of 1973 started to affect the airfare and in result affected in low volume travel. This meant that Pan Am with its huge overheads was affected and started to reconsider the decentralized economy. The high fuel charges meant high operating costs for the airlines. Slowly but steadily, Pan Am started to lose customers and thus its profits as well. Traffic routes were affected. Pan Am had literally no way out of this. Pan Am was not only experiencing oil crisis and high operational costs, it was also under the pressure of the overdues left against Boeing and National Airlines as well. The acquisition of National Airlines did promise a good future for Pan Am as it started to open a lot of airline routes for the company. but things did not go as planned for most of the time. It was not only the Boeing 747 that was overdue for Pan Am, there were many other aircrafts that had the same issue. The 747 just happened to be the largest overdue of the lot. There were many other aircrafts that Pan Am had promised to fly from national airlines, but as already discussed, things weren't sweet. To summarize, the failure of Pan Am cannot be considered to be entirely the company's fault. Yes, heavy overdue investments did play a vital role in the downfall, but most of the sad news came from an unplanned crisis. Pan Am was not ready to handle any kind of crisis whatsoever, as the initial success had made them complacent to ever deal with any crisis at all. All we could say from this failure is that Pan Am could have been a little bit more skeptical with their success and might as well could have created a reserve for itself to fight any unforeseen crisis. With that, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then do let me know down in the comments below your views on the failure of Pan Am and how they could have avoided this failure. Also, do check out my other videos here on the end screen, and with that, I shall take my leave and I shall see you in the next one. Thank you.